Alrighty, so the sine rule and the regular area of a triangle rule are great, but what if you don't know any of the sides? Well, if you don't, no, sorry, any of the angles. What if you don't know any of the angles? Well, what's your best strategy? Now, obviously, you could use things like the cosine rule to actually gain you an angle, but that seems like a lot of work just to do area. Isn't there a way to work out the area just based on the sides? Well, there is. It's called Heron's formula. Now, Heron's formula is actually a two-part formula. So the actual area part is A is equal to the square root of S minus A, S minus B, S minus C, which is a pretty chunky one. But you'll notice that I've introduced this variable S a bunch of times, and I haven't actually said what S is. So to actually calculate S, you first need to calculate S. Now, S is the semi-perimeter. And so perimeter just means adding up all of the sides. The semi-perimeter is just half of that. So you just go, to calculate S, you just go A plus B plus C, and then divide that by 2. It's just half of the perimeter. So this formula works if and only if you know every single side of a triangle. No angles, no nothing else. Alrighty, so let's have a look. Alrighty, so to determine the area of this triangle, you notice I've got all sides, I don't know any angles. Well, all I've got to do is determine the semi-perimeter, and then use that in the area formula itself. It's a bit of a long formula, but it's S times S minus A times S minus B times S minus C. So let's work out what the semi-perimeter is. Well, it's going to be 10 plus 11 plus 15. I'm just labeling it A, B, C. I don't need to label any of the angles for this question because the semi-perimeter doesn't, well, Heron's formula doesn't require it. 10 plus 11 plus 15 is going to be 36, divided by 2 is 18. So that's my semi-perimeter. So in my formula, every time I see an S, I'm going to write 18. 18 minus A, which is 10. 18 minus B, which is 11. A times, these all have little times next to each other, times 18 minus 15. And now I can just go through and type that into a calculator. And we get 54.9909 ... And I'm going to round that to 2 decimal places, which is just going to be 0.99. And the units were centimeters, so my answer is in square centimeters. And that's how you can use the Heron's formula to calculate the area of a triangle without knowing any angles, just sides. Takes a bit of practice, you'll be right. See you in the next one. Goodbye.